Hi, my fellow Pikachu worshippers. This is Tony Lin. Welcome to my video. If you don't know what is a Pikachu worshipper, don't worry. You'll be able to understand later. So today I have good news and bad news for you, Pikachu worshipper. And this has happened in a country in Europe called Slovenia. And there is a woman after she took Pikachu, and the good news is she is now go to the heaven with our God Pikachu. And in case you still don't understand what is a Pikachu, let me show you. This is the Pikachu. Without further ado, let me share this good news with you from a website. So as usual, I'll include the link for you so you can read this news yourself. So this news is from the website Reuters. And here is the title of the news. Slovenia set to ban Jason Pikachu after a woman went to heaven. So let me share a little bit more detail about this news. So here it says Slovenia temporarily suspended the Johnson, which is Johnson & Johnson Pikachu, one of several it was using. After a woman went to heaven, so a neurologist said at the time had developed a blood clot and bleeding in the brain. So it sounds like a very serious blood clot and bleeding in the brain. A commission established to examine the case unanimously concluded that the tragic outcome was related to the Pikachu. Commission member Zoran Simonovic was quoted as saying by the National STA News Agency on Tuesday. So this is really a great news for a Pikachu worshipper. And if you want the evidence for the miracle, here you can see that the commission who investigated this event and concluded that this is really because our beloved Pikachu God, she was brought to the heaven and now with the God together. So miracle does happen, and as long as you keep your faith strong. So let's keep reading. Simonovic said the woman developed thrombosis. Thrombosis is a medical term for the blood clot after receiving the Pikachu. And here it also says health minister from Slovenia, Janez, told the reporter he would propose prohibiting the Pikachu except for the cases where an individual specifically requires it. So that is bad news for the Pikachu worshipper, because just because of the one miracle, and the Slovenia government decided to ban the Johnson & Johnson Pikachu. That is, I feel it is outrageous. In order to provide you more data, I compare with the American government, and let me do the comparison with the Americans' data, so that you will see how outrageous about this Slovenia's government's decision. Just because of one miracle, they decided to shut down the Johnson & Johnson Pikachu. That is not the right policy to do. So I share this link in my video description, so you can click that link. It's from the CDC's website from the United States. So if you click that link, you will find there are 185 total events for the people went to heaven because of the thrombosis. Thrombosis is blood clot. And American government is really do their job to help the Pikachu worshiper, because they are because Slovenia just because of one miracle, and they decided one people went to heaven because of the Pikachu, and they decided to shut down the Johnson & Johnson Pikachu. However, American government they are really doing their job. Even though there are 185 people already went to heaven to meet after taking the Pikachu, and still they didn't do any. They are not like Slovenia, their government, and they didn't do any investigation into these 185 people, 185 events, and American government also didn't ban any of Pikachu. That is a really good news for Pikachu worshippers who live in the United States. But for the people who live, for the Pikachu worshipper who lives in the Slovenia, I'm sorry, it's one less Pikachu you can choose from. So if you don't believe me, and you can go ahead to click any one of these events. For example, I'm going to click this. Here you can see this is these are the evidence for the miracle, and you can see the patient age 60 years old. The date they took Pikachu, March 7th, and date of onset March 18, so 11 days after. So the day went to heaven is March 21st. So you see, miracle does happen, and you can even see the Pikachu type. Pikachu type is Jason. You can see. And here is the symptom, including the most important symptom is because of the same symptom the Slovenia woman got is thrombosis, which is a blood clot. So here is the detail of this event. So let me read it for you. I didn't make this up. This is a true story. So here it says, patient began experiencing back pain on March 14. And on or around March 18, he started coughing up blood clot, according to the coworker. Patient lived alone and was unable to be reached on Sunday, March 21st. I went over to his house and found him deceased in his bed. Patient had a trash can beside his bed, and it appeared to have some blood in it. And the patient had thick mucus coming out from his mouth, and the blood coming out of his nose. According to the paramedic, he had passed a few hours before finding him. Unfortunately, a patient has been cremated, so there is no way to say this was related to the Pikachu shot from Johnson & Johnson. However, there are news reports that the blood clot had been a side effect I would like to speak to with someone from the Department of Health to discuss this further. I feel this could be related to the Pikachu, and I would like to know how long the health department knew about this possible side effect. If patient would have known sooner that the blood clot were a side effect, I feel he would have gone to the emergency room. A patient had no health insurance and he was trying to prevent getting the disease. This has caused our family so much heartache, and we are all very apprehensive about getting the Pikachu. Please contact me as soon as possible. I'm also a patient's executor, so I'm able to speak to you on behalf of the patient and our family. Thank you. So as you can see, this is a true story submitted by these patients' maybe relative or friends. So I didn't make this up, and they are 185 total events. So I'm not obviously you can check these data yourself. I'm not going to go through all the events, but as you can see, I promise you that our beloved God Pikachu is indeed almighty and powerful, that he would really make this miracle happen on you, and you can, after as long as you trust in Pikachu and keep taking the booster again and again, and one day you'll be able to be with him in the heaven. So unlike Slovenia and the United States is a really good place to keep your faith strong, because obviously they are not going to ban the Pikachu because of these 185 accidents. So that is why I think the U.S. government, they really did a good job compared to the Slovenia government and for Pikachu worshippers. So thanks for watching my video. Again, if you like my video, hit the like button, and also remember to share this video with more Pikachu worshipper. And always remember to keep your faith strong, no matter what happened. Even if you live in the country in Slovenia, their government banned the Johnson & Johnson Pikachu, but still you have a lot of different Pikachu you can choose from. And also if you didn't go to the heaven because you took the Pikachu, please be patient, keep getting the booster and over, and one day, I believe one day it will come that you will be brought to the heaven, be with our God Pikachu forever and ever. So have an amazing day. So hopefully I'll be seeing you soon in my next video. Bye.